If you're looking for a car that can give you space for the family and still feed that driving enthusiasm that you've been longing for, but you don't really want a hot hatch, well, the answer is right here. We have today the Audi S3 Sedan. You know, when you want to buy sports cars, a lot of people like myself, I always think of hot hatches. You know, you think of the GTI, the Cupra Leon, you think of the Megane RS. People don't really think much about sports sedan. The Audi S3 that you see here today comes in two different body styles. The Sportback, which is the hatchback, and the sedan that we have here today. So, sort of makes it very unique and sort of makes it very desirable because you don't really see a lot of this on the road. The only other car that goes against this S3 sedan right now is the Mercedes-AMG A35 Saloon. But I'll have this because this looks a lot better. It's very modern, it's very sleek. You've got new grille right here. You've got the Matrix LED headlamps that Audi has always been very proud of and known for. The only one complaint that I have in front is this vent here is fake. The real one, it's the real intake right here, and of course you have the S3 moniker that tells people that you're driving sports car. Round the side you get 19-inch wheels. It looks very good, looks very stylish, and of course you have that bold signature line running from the headlamps all the way through to the rear. As you can see, the size here is relatively compact, so that sort of makes it very easy to maneuver and more importantly very easy to park. And here's one fun fact, by the way. For all the S cars that you buy from Audi, the mirror is usually a separated color. It's usually silver. If you buy a regular A3, for instance, you'll get the same color as your body shade. So that's how you differentiate between the S cars and the normal regular A cars. Round the back, the car looks just as slick as the front. You get small little spoiler right here that comes standard with the S3 sedan. Also standard are the quad tail pipes to sort of differentiate itself from the regular A and as well as the RS. The RS obviously will get the huge oval shaped tailpipes. This, however, is my favorite for sure. You get S3 moniker, and more importantly, you get a really deep 325 liters worth of boot capacity. As a compact car, you can actually pass the anti-trolley length test as well as our luggage. You also get netting so that you can put your barang-barang underneath and it just wouldn't, like, you know, slide around when you do mad driving. But the best part of the boot, I reckon, has got to be this. This lets you hook your food so you can tap out all your soupy stuff. This will work well. Good job, man, Audi. The Audi S3 Sedan is priced from $282,696. The 2-litre turbocharged engine produces 306 brake horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. The 7-speed automatic S-tronic transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.8 seconds. For more details on the Audi S3 Sedan or any other car, head on to sgCarMart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. This is easily the sportiest backseat I've ever seen and ever been into. I mean, look at the stitching. It's like full-on red stitching everywhere. It's just really cool, really sporty. It sort of brings out the whole character of the car. I really like it. But first things first, seat has already been adjusted and I am having ample legroom right here. There's even enough space for me to slouch and put my feet underneath the chair, so that's perfect. I'm having ample headroom as well. I think people up to about I'm about 1.6, right? So people up to 1.7 shouldn't have any problems fitting in here. But one problem though, the center seat. There's going to be a bit of a squeeze. So I can't really put my feet up like this. I can, but over shorter journeys, you'll start eating into the shoulder room of your body from the side. You'll start eating into the leg room as well. It's best left for two. But it will haul your kids very safely because there's isofix points right here and right here. And if it's just the two of you guys, put this down. Soft, leathery feel, very plush. You can have a cup of coffee, or you can just put your barang-barang such as your phone right here. Elsewhere, you get aircon vents right here, which is godsend for weather like Singapore, and two USB-C ports. I do, however, have another complaint. For a car that costs $282,000, I would prefer it to be like a full leather or full, you know, of sorts, but not this kind of mesh. It feels like cars that are more affordable they actually use a better quality for the magazine holder, but that's just me. Other than that, this is a wonderful place to be in. Genuinely sporty, genuinely cool. Yes. At the helm is just as sporty as the back. You see a lot of red bits right here. I mean, you get this red stitching on the seat. You also get an S3 emblem on the full-on bucket seats. So it sort of makes it look very premium as well, because you don't get, it's a full seat, you don't get the separated headrests on the seat, so it's kind of special. Also further enhancing the whole car sportiness is this bottom shaped steering wheel with red stitching as well. Everything here can control the instrument cluster at the back. Now this is what Audi calls a virtual cockpit. But what I really like is this dashboard right here. Now, while most dashboards are actually flat or level, Audi sort of made a small little bump in front here. So the aircon vents are here with a little cover right here for the instrument panel. Sort of makes you feel like you're in a cockpit of an aeroplane. Very sporty, feels very premium, feels, more importantly, very different from the rest of the sea of cars. So I kind of like this whole positioning. As you sit in the center, this faces you. You're just enclosed by this sporty feel, sporty setup. So it feels really good. Here is a touchscreen infotainment system. No lag. Again, like I said, straightforward. The only problem with this is you'll end up with a lot of fingerprints on the screen. So if you're particular like me, you might need to bring a cloth to just clean it every time. Here's all the buttons, physical buttons, which is a breath of fresh air. You can meddle with for the aircon, fan speed, your driving modes, all here. And of course, you have wireless charging right here. You can just dump your phone right here with 2 USB-C ports as well. Here, it's all very clean, very uncluttered. You get this new, vulgar looking gear lever, as with all Volkswagen Group cars now. And of course, you have the start-stop button. It's sort of has got a bit of red bits at the side, sort of glows at you, telling you that, you know what, start the engine because you really need to try me out. Sort of gives you that vibe. And of course, this little thing, this little rotary knob right here is touch sensitive. It controls the volume and everything audio. So I just have to rub it around. Yeah, so it's really cool. Kind of like it. To be honest, while it's nice, I don't really use it a lot because I'm always like fiddling with this instead. It's just a lot more convenient when you have multifunctional steering wheel. Electric park brake. Complaint here is there is no auto hold function, even though you're paying over 280,000 for the car. I don't know why there's no auto hold function. Now, even though it doesn't have that physical auto hold function, it's actually available in this car. Unfortunately, it's just buried deep into the menu. You gotta go to cars, then you gotta go to like some driver assist, and then you have to go to like you gotta go into car, then you gotta go into like, you know, the settings and service before it actually has this function called hold assist. You can either switch it on or switch it off, but it's permanent. Once it's on, it's always on. Once it's off, it's always off. So yes, it is available, but unfortunately it's hidden like deep inside it, so yeah. There's also no ventilated seats. The GTI has ventilated seats, but this car doesn't. Again, I don't know why. Cup holders right here. You can fold and unfold. So if you unfold it like now as such, it's just an empty pocket. You can just put your phone in like this, or if you have a drink, you can just unfold it like this and just chuck it like that. It's all really straightforward. I mean, like I said, I think the favorite part of it all for me is this. This is just wonderful looking, man. The rest of it is just, well, I'm okay. Very Audi. More importantly, as an S3 sedan, can this car drive as good as it looks? Well, one way to find out. So let's just get the figures out of the way first, shall we? This S3 sedan that we have here today pumps out some 306 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. It's all via a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine up front. Allows the car to finish a century sprint in 4.8 seconds. But while all these figures do the car really, really well, it's really how comfortable yet dynamically sound the car is that truly impresses. I mean, whenever you want to buy a fast car in Singapore, at least for me at least, I always think of hot hatches. You know, I think of the GTI, I think of the Megane RS. Sports sedan don't really come to mind, even though it should. But in the market today, you don't really have a lot of sports sedan, modern cars at least. I mean, we have this S3 Sedan. Obviously, the direct competitor would be the Mercedes-AMG A35 Saloon. That's another sports sedan you can consider, but it's something different. And that's what I really like. I mean, I'm a sedan guy. It's just a lovely car. Lovely car to drive. You can pilot the family point to point in a very comfortable, fuss-free manner, and yet you can drive like a maniac. Easy, man. I mean, it just makes you feel alive, makes you feel young. You know, I had severe lack of sleep last night because the kid was waking up right in the middle of the night, and I was just really tired. Aww. Then I come into this car and start the engine and drive off, and I just feel awake. And it's not about the 306 brake horsepower, it's not about the 400 Newton meters of torque, it's really about how dynamically sound this car is. Makes you feel like this is a car that you really want to have. This is a car that I really want to have. Makes overtaking so easy. I'm on individual driving mode, right? It's my favorite driving mode. I mean, you can choose comfort, auto, dynamic, or what have you, but I'm on individual driving mode. And it just feels fantastic. Look at the way the car go. Look at the way the car go. You could just drive like a madman, and it will do anything you ask of it. Anything. So much traction, so much confidence, so much communication, even from the steering wheel. Well weighted, precise, accurate. It's so addictive, so addictive. This car. And yet, it can be a family sedan. It's like a 2-in-1. This car is amazing. It's an amazing car, this. So, golden question. Will buy, won't buy, or go try the Audi S3 Sedan? My answer is, please buy the car. I will definitely buy it. If I had spare cash, this is the car I will go for. Undoubtedly, unquestionably, this is my weapon of choice. I like this car for many good reasons. It drives very well, it looks very good, it's very premium. It's a family sedan. It does everything and anything you ask of it. What's to complain? So, there you have it, guys. That is the review of the Audi S3 Sedan. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I've driven the car. Please do share this with your friends and family, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also hit the bell notification button so that you'll be notified every time we upload new videos. You wouldn't want to be missing any one of those, I can tell you that. You can also follow us on TikTok at sgCarMart. In the meantime, stay safe, be well.